Hi, welcome back to Captain's Corner. This is where we share best practices and helpful tips to navigate along the Carolina coastline. My name is Captain Rob, and I'll be going over rules of the road, where you belong in the channel, and how to operate the mechanics of the boat. Okay, so one of the many wonderful features of the North Carolina coastline is the availability of the Intracoastal Waterway, or also known as just the ICW. We have rent day boards on the mainland side, and on the right-hand side of the channel, in this case, the green day board, so that means I'm traveling north. Another thing that has to be considered traveling along the ICW, you have tides and currents, of course, and you're losing water, gaining water. You need to know where you are in the tide cycle. You look over here off my port side, you'll see there's a distinct dry sandbar because we're at low tide. So this is a great example of using your onboard electronics, using an app that you like on your phone that you can understand easily, and understanding where you are in the channel related to the visual aids navigation on the horizon. So one of the joys of boating along the North Carolina coast is the Intracoastal Waterway. And from the ICW, you have estuaries and creeks that branch off. And if you're a fisherman, you want to explore those places. And a boat like this that draws much less water, gets into what we call skinny water, it's much more capable. It's very maneuverable, and it's one of my favorite boats in the fleet. Okay, so when you're operating in a small space or confined space, you always want to know if there's any surface current in addition to your wind. And what's a quick way to find out what your currents look like? Take a look at a fixed structure like this on our starboard side, this day board, and you can see the current moving across it. So that's a good example of which way the direction the current's moving. One of the most commonly disregarded pieces of safety gear that we have on our boats is the safety lanyard, also known as a kill switch. This is required to be worn by federal regulations, and it's especially important if you're by yourself. So if I'm operating the boat and I happen to walk away from the steering station, this will kill the engine. And so I see a lot of people in the marina panic when this happens, and it's a very simple loop that goes over a toggle. Push the toggle back up, make sure the engine's back in neutral, start the engine, and carry on your way. And that's how we make boating easy and simple. Okay, remember, every time you get out on the water, you're getting exposure to the elements, you're gaining experience, and naturally your confidence is going to go up. Thank you for joining us on this Captain's Corner, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the waterway. And remember, like and subscribe.